Today, I am going to KITH for this Marvel vs. Capcom release. It's like 10 minutes after the doors open. It's raining, so I'm hoping there isn't that many people. And I decided to go to the Beverly Hills spot, but let's see. All right, just lined up, and the line isn't too bad. Might be 2 rows of people, but hopefully it goes by quick. Also stopped kind of raining, so it's not too bad. I think the rain kind of helped not bring as many people here. I just left the store, and man, they had every single item besides the skate decks. I think they had every single piece in the collection. And then now I'm just gonna head home and show you what I got. So I am back home, secured pretty much everything that I think I could have. The only thing that somebody said that they were out of was the skateboard decks, so like the 3 set. I wasn't even thinking about it. There's just so much stuff dropping. I wish I went live and kind of covered the complete list of stuff. I'd even pick up the sneakers as well. Also, there was a limit when I went in store. You could only get 1 of the figures, 1 accessory. You get as many hats as you want, and just 4 tops. So that was the limit. Tops include like t-shirts and even like the sweatshirts. And the rain was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I was even thinking about just skipping the drop because of the rain, but I saw that it was just kind of sprinkling. So I'm like, let's go make the trip. Even in that line, there might've been just a little bit of rain. It would just kind of stop and go. And I'd say I was outside for maybe 50 minutes to an hour. I got there around like 11:10. I wasn't in a rush because I also didn't get anything online. I woke up a little bit late, so I just woke up right before 8 to see the drop, and then just overwhelmed by the entire collection. But enough talk, I'll show you what I picked up. First thing here is the Wolverine figure. I think the Ryu one was the second most popular one. If anything, it might have been the most popular one. I like the Wolverine a little bit more. In terms of branding, you just have a KITH on the X, and the Ryu one had a KITH on the back, which was really cool. Mega Man on the front, and then Captain America, I don't remember. So Captain America just had it on the shield. All of them were pretty cool. If anything, I probably would have gone for the figures online if I didn't wake up so late. So I only got 1 of those. And then next up, I got the Ryu hat. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Am I saying the name wrong? It's been a while since I played Street Fighter, but back to the hat, it does say Street Fighter 2 right there, KITH on the side. It just makes you want to play the game. I thought this one was the best one, and I've really been into trucker hats lately. Fits on my head perfect. They also had the Chun-Li and the Mega Man in the similar style of hat, and a couple different colorways for just a KITH one and the Capcom. There's a few Marvel fitted ones, but I'm just not a big fan of fitted hats, so I didn't even think about it. And they handed me some of the comics. I'm gonna open one up. So I think you had to spend a certain amount to get one of these. I'll probably make a whole short just showing this off, but this is a really cool one. I got a total of 3 of them. I did not expect, I thought they were just gonna give me 1. So that was really fun. Little extra gift. Thought about getting a poster, but like I said, accessories were limited to 1. And the 1 accessory that I got was the media mat. So I thought this one was really cool. I took it off the bag already, but I feel like it's getting covered in hair because I have cats. So I just put it back in the bag. There was a couple mouse pads that I wanted to get, but maybe I'll go back and see if they're still available. I think they might still be available online. But once again, only one accessory per person. And then next up, I'm gonna show you the new Age of Heroes Nelson zip up. I got this in a size medium, for reference, 5'7", around 160 to 170. I haven't weighed myself in a minute. I usually don't grab size mediums. I could have gone for a small, but because I saw how cropped it was, I decided to go with a medium. Makes it a little bit oversized and I still get that nice crop fit that I like. It was pretty expensive at $225. I think this was the only zip up that they dropped for this collection. So glad that it's a cropped design. I wish they went with the black and white color because I 100% would have gone with that one over this. It does have like a wash design to it, a little KITH that is embroidered on the left part of the chest, and then just this entire graphic that's just super fun. And then next up, I'll show you the black and white hoodie that I got. Like I said, I wish they did the zip up in the black and white, but I ended up grabbing this one here, another medium. I could have gone with a small, but I thought it was gonna be a similar fit to the zip up. I will say the hoodie isn't as cropped as I'd like, but it still looks really good. A big KITH embroidered on the front. And this all over print is super loud, but the black and white colorway kind of mutes it a little bit. I think I like this one a little bit more than the zip up. In terms of design, I like the zip up the best, but for the colorway, this one has to be my favorite. And before I move on to the tees, I will show you one item that I did think about getting. This is the Wolverine Nelson quarter zip. I've been wanting to get this quarter zip, but I will say it's a little bit more thinner in terms of quality than these sweatshirts that I got here. I did really like it. I tried on a size small and it fit really big. So I'm like, maybe an extra small might be a better size. Unfortunately, they did not have an extra small at the store that I went to, but I see that they have it online. So I might have to pull the trigger because this one here was another item that I thought was very simple, but I like Wolverine and I thought about picking it up. And then I just ended up deciding to get the tee because they didn't have an extra small. The Wolverine hit on the back, and then on the front, we do have KITH with some scratches on the center. I will say the tees kind of look bigger than the previous one that I got. I haven't put it on because I'm like, I might have to go back and get a small. I went with a medium and I feel like I could have gone smaller because they do look bigger. I haven't measured it. I think it's an extra like 2 inches in width compared to the previous KITH tee that I got. So I feel like I could go for a small. I didn't know they changed the sizing just by a little bit. And last but not least, I had the new Age of Heroes tee, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 hit on the back. This one, definitely the craziest piece. I had to pick it up. They only had it in a white colorway. I wish they picked a black t-shirt rather than the white, but it still looks really good. And I think this one retail for $80. So the other tee was $75. This one was $80. I'm like, oh, it's kind of pricey. Obviously you got a big KITH logo on the center, but it's a super unique tee. And that covers my pickups. Like I said, there's so many good t-shirts for this drop. I was in that store for quite a bit because I couldn't decide which ones to get. I'm like, maybe I'll get this one just because it's like reselling and I'll just get it now because there's no chance of coming back for later. Also, it's going to rain the whole weekend, so I don't think there's going to be a crazy amount of walk-ins for these items. And I completely forgot to talk about the sneakers. I only took a look at the Wolverine pair in hand. They were a lot more shinier than expected, but they were $220 and I'm like, I really don't need to get it. Plus, it's still available online. I thought the Iron Man versus Mega Man had to be the best ones, but you had to buy the 2-pack. I wish they just gave it to us individually, but you do get the blind comic book in the box. Also, I think they gave you an option to just, online they gave you the comic book blind box option. In store, they didn't have that. It did sell out. That's another item that I kind of wish that I picked up on the online release. But that's it for the video. If you do enjoy watching this, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Peace.